Dyke in the gun to begin this one. 1st and 10 for Miami. Van Dyke with plenty of time to the boundary. Complete there to Jacoby George, who had a hat trick last week. 3 times.
To try to not allow anything behind them.
A 13-yard gain. Now a toss here for Miami. A short gain there to Colby Young. 5-yard gain for Young there. 2nd and 5 for Miami. The keeper by Tyler Van Dyke, and Van Dyke picks up a first down.
30 pounds. He could bring some a little bit behind it.
You don't see him run that often because of that great arm. He swings it out to his tailback Parrish, and Parrish with a nice gain there.
Play. Look for them to go play action deep over the top here soon.
Miami going with tempo. Parrish gets through a tackler and taken down after another first down. 1st and 10 for Miami inside the 30-yard line of Bethune Cookman. There's Brashard Smith on the end around, trying to make a guy miss. Turns the Van Dyke, quick toss to Restrepo, his roommate, making a couple of guys miss, and picks up the first. Those two are definitely always on the same page, Orlando. They golf together, they eat together, they're clearly roommates, as I mentioned. Parrish up the gut. Good run there. 5-yard gain. Van Dyke coming off a 5-touchdown game against Texas A&M. And Van Dyke with the keeper, and he walks into the end zone for the touchdown. A 10-yard scamper by Tyler Van Dyke, adding to that touchdown total. Teammate of ours here at ESPN and ACC Network. A 15-yard gain there by Henry Parrish a moment ago. Love Coach Rick. He's hard not to love. Van Dyke down the middle to Colby Young, incomplete. So on punts, we've got a lot of guys switching jerseys because of the double numbers. So Restrepo is 37 on punts. Van Dyke hands it off to Parrish. Parrish, short gain there of 3 yards off left.
He's a tough physical runner. I mean, it's running back kind of by committee, but what I love about him the most is his physicality that he brings. So I would like to see Miami try to get him a little bit more involved in the passing game.
Well, you see Xavier Restrepo involved in the passing game there, a monster.
Those the yards after the catch.
Parrish up the middle, not much there. Perhaps even a loss on the play. They'll say no gain. And Allen now in the backfield for the first time, the transfer from Nebraska. 2nd and 10 for Miami. Van Dyke, plenty of time. Has a man. It is caught and complete for a first down to Jacoby George. Again, to still have an incredible, great game for the University of Miami. Van Dyke hands it off up the middle. A.J. Allen with a gain of 4.
Yeah.
Young man went from safety to linebacker now. Van Dyke all day to throw. Fires over the middle to Restrepo, and he comes up with it. Another big play for Xavier Restrepo down to the 15-yard line.
And Van Dyke with a Van Dime, right? Dimes.
Hey, he's going to charge you for that one. 26-yard gain there. He trademarked that thing. You don't want to say that unless you're willing to pay up, pal.
Hey, I saw his mom.
Ball on the 17. Van Dyke play action. Finds the tight end, McCormick. The 6-year player out of Oregon who's in motion. Van Dyke to Allen, makes a man miss and gets into the end zone. Another touchdown for the Canes.
Yeah, the ACC feels a little different this year with Duke coming out swinging week 1 and getting a huge win against Clemson.
Miami hands it off there to A.J. Allen, who picks up a nice chunk of change there. Van Dyke, a career high passing last week versus Texas A&M. Throws it to the boundary to Jacoby George. He picks up about 7 yards there.
Miami continues to do a nice job of mixing it up, now having 11 first downs in the game. Miami dominated with the time of possession over Bethune Cookman as well. So Miami's offense has got off to that far start that they were looking for tonight.
They'll give George 8 yards on the gain there. 2nd and 2. Canes. Van Dyke moving out of the pocket, trying to avoid tacklers, spins around, and then throws it out of bounds. nifty footwork there. Allen in the backfield to the right of Van Dyke. Gets the carry right up the gut and picks up the first down to the 39-yard line. A gain of first down and 10 from the Bethune 41. Van Dyke hands it off again to Allen. Allen right up the middle. Pick up a 5 on that one.
I tell you what, George, Francis Mainoa just
Down that Texas A&M defender and basically tackled him to the ground.
We got to remember, this guy's still a true freshman. He hasn't played a ton of football, right? I thought he did a heck of a job of holding his own out there and shoring up that right side for Van Dyke.
Van Dyke all day there to throw to Restrepo.
Bounds as well.
21-yard gain. Miami in business inside the red zone. Quick toss to Jacoby George down the sidelines into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Jacoby George adding more to the Miami lead. As a head coach last week against Savannah State. Canes, handoff up the middle. Cheney with a huge run there as he gets down near the 12. Looks good out there. It's good to see him back out there. Struggled with injuries early in his Canes career. Homestead, Florida native.
Getting healthy at the right time, though.
Gets it again. Big hole on the left side, dragging defenders and gets another first down after he's still going. What a run there. But he is still in the backfield to the left of Van Dyke. Van Dyke, 3 big plays in this game to his roommate Xavier Restrepo. 1 of 20, 1 of 26, and 1 of 21 yards. But on the ground here, Cheney makes a man miss. Hit him with the hezzy as he gets down inside the 5.
Your seat
line can still get a first down here. The handoff to Cheney, walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. And strumming the guitar, Donald Cheney Jr. You and I were at Florida State last week, in Miami this week, your alma mater. Tyler Van Dyke back there with time and finds Colby Young for a catch there. They'll be back in the backfield after the gain of 9. And they give it to Cheney, cutting towards the sideline, and gets hit near the 40-yard line. From the 41-yard line of Bethune. Bethune showing blitz. And a pitch there to Ray Joseph, the young freshman who they're very excited about. He is lightning quick, taken down there. 2nd and 14. The 45 of Bethune Cookman. Parrish puts his head down. Picks up a nice chunk of change there. A gain of 9 as it'll be 3rd and Cookman, 3rd and 5 here. The Wildcats showing blitz. Here they come. They pick it up, Miami does, and a toss over the middle for a first down to Colby Young. I know Maryland is a vet. She's got her rain gear ready to roll down there on the sideline. Bethune Cookman showing blitz again, and here they come. Miami picks it up. Van Dyke to the end zone. Incomplete. 55. They hand off to Parrish, bounces it out to the left side, picks up the first down. An 11-yard gain for Henry Parrish.
It's just reality.
1st and 10 for Miami here. Van Dyke play action to Young. Dives into the end zone, loses the football. Flags are flying on the play. Van Dyke going to work. Plenty of time. Over the middle to Restrepo. It's caught. And 2 wideouts to each side. Van Dyke. Pressure coming. Steps up in the pocket. Now rolling to his right. Throws on the run. He's got a man. George catches it, but they're going to say Van Dyke takes the snap. Throws it down the sideline to Restrepo. And Restrepo runs out of bounds.
to make sure at least 1 foot comes down inbounds.
33 seconds left in the half. Van Dyke got time, goes over the middle, got a man, touchdown! Touchdown Miami. Brashard Smith had the big kick return last week, now gets a receiving touchdown, and the Cane
Does a great job, George, of just, Kiko Mainoa doesn't times it up. It's like the game is moving slower for him.
Williams the freshman from Milton High School. Changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Van Dyke today was 19 of 23 for 247 yards, 3 TDs, 1 of those on the ground. Williams drops back, got time, goes to the boundary. It is caught by Jacoby George. Has been cooking today. 7 runs of 10+ yards, receptions of 20+ yards. They've got 6 of those, 5 of them to Xavier Restrepo. Williams dancing back there, sidearms it to Colby Young. Young trying to stretch for the first down near the 40-yard line. He'll be
on down the line in a 4th and short situation.
Bunch formation for the Canes. They hand it off. Bounces over the right side as A.J. Allen picks up the first down and then some as he's dropped near midfield. Those in the air, those touchdowns, 1 on the ground.
Showing his versatility.
Handoff up the middle as they cross midfield. A 5-yard gain for A.J. They are very high on him. And Chaney with a nice move, hesitation move, and bounces out to the left side. He'll be 2 yards shy of the first down after a 3-yard.
Yeah, they've done a great job of mixing it up and giving everybody an opportunity. I'm wondering, when does Chris Johnson get his opportunity, the freshman?
There's a possibility that that could happen. And Chaney bounces off a defender, picks up the first down, and gets inside the... I think that one, at least, I could have had a chance.
I'll put you on my back, baby.
You do that every week, partner. Emory Williams down the field. He's got a man. It is complete. And Williams looking good out there, getting some experience. Remember now, as they hand it off up the middle, A.J. Allen spinning around, getting taken down near the 5-yard line. Down 2nd and 1. Handoff up the middle, and met with some resistance inside the 5, gets the first down. A gaggle of defenders there, take down A.J. 5 seconds on the play clock. They hand it off to Allen, bouncing it out, gets in the end zone, touchdown Miami. A.J. Allen. Coming too, as we've got 50 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. We got to talk about that this week with you. Mario Cristobal told us a great story that we're going to get to in the 4th quarter. If Chris Johnson would get in the game, and there he is. He is in the backfield with Emory Williams. 2nd and 9, Williams with time, goes to the sideline, completes it there to Tyler Harrell, who picks up a first down. A gain of 4.
Really showed up in a positive way was the second offense, with the quarterback in there going down the field and scoring. We're going to get some more guys involved, play some more football.
Thanks for the time.
Thank you.
There's Coach Cristobal with Maryland. As Ray Joseph is up big. Chris Johnson in the backfield with Emory Williams. And it was when Coach Cristobal was here and you were being recruited, as Williams dumps it down again to Ray. Picks up enough for the first down. His then future wife, right? His wife, Jessica. And flags on the play. And he was cooking pasta. He's getting ready for the meal, this, that, and the other. Then all of a sudden, some young man, Emory Williams goes down. A violent work Thursday night college football presented by Dr. Pepper. Emory Williams with the handoff to Chris Johnson. Coach Cristobal told us, wait till you see that kid. He's a blur, and he definitely has a ton of speed out there. They are very excited about that young man, and how they look at that as a developmental process, and the goal is to get 6 or 10 players there. As Emory Williams in trouble, gets out of it and almost throws an interception. Dangerous pass there.
Yourself in danger of taking a big hit.
3rd and 6 upcoming from the 36-yard line. Quick toss, wide receiver screen there for Robbie Washington, and he picks up a first down.
That play was made possible by Matthew McCoy to go out there and run this offense efficiently now that you have your 2s and 3s out there.
1st and 10 from the 46, and Johnson spun around for a short gain of about 1.
And now Miami's rumbling back, winning some football games. So they're back at the top where kids are looking at this saying, I want to go there and be there one day.
Another catch there by Robbie Washington, picks up another first down. Again, Emory Williams has been fairly impressive. Outside of a few plays here and there, he dumps it off to Jaleel Skinner, the tight end. His first act find, and him and Lance Guidry both, the defensive coordinator. So both coordinators, great teachers, and they're working with talent as Emory Williams misses his target there. Intended for goal here is to win championships, plural. That's what Miami does. And he said before he goes to his grave against Ohio State at Oregon, that was at Ohio State. Chris Johnson, you see the speed down the sideline in the end zone. Touchdown! Chris Johnson turned on the Jets and tacked on 6 more. It didn't matter that Wayne was autistic or had a mild case of Down syndrome. They were best friends. So do that. Pondered to different ways to honor his brother. Has a big return there from Miami into Bethune territory, and all those details.
Yeah, that's such a cool story. You know, obviously you never want anything like that to happen, but
brother who's no longer with us, may he rest in peace. 30 seconds to go in this one. Miami trying to run out the clock. Chris Johnson, who scored earlier on a touchdown, gets inside the 40. 2-yard gain.
Love the fact that Miami right there is still giving the opportunity to the young guys to get better. You know, they could have came out and took a knee, but you got to love that these guys have played all the way through.